Assalamu alaikum. This is Pratusha Borbal welcoming you all to the English news from BTV Chattogram. Let's begin with the headlines. Bullets of fascist Sheikh Hasina claim lives of 168 children, including ones inside her, in July uprising. Election Commission prepared to tackle law and order related challenges during polls, says Chief Election Commissioner. Mosque committees must be free from political influence, says Religious Affairs Advisor. BNP Acting Chairman Tariq Rahman calls upon to build multi-party and prosperous democratic Bangladesh, fulfilling public expectations. Around 12,000 children suffering from acute malnutrition in Gaza, says the World Health Organization Director General. And Bangladesh Under-20 women's football team to take on South Korea in AFC Asian Cup qualifier at Laos National Stadium tomorrow. Viewers, those were the headlines, and moving on to the details. In the July uprising, the bullets of fascist Sheikh Hasina claimed the lives of at least 168 children. Even children in their parents' arms inside their homes could not escape the horrors of fascist Hasina. According to research by the Global Fund for Children, 12% of the martyred children were street children. On 17 July, martyr child Mahmoud Siam was shot dead by Hasina's forces. This marked the first case of a child martyr in the July Revolution. On 19 July 2024, 13-year-old Mubarak was playing cricket with friends on Green Road in the capital when a bullet fired by Hasina's armed cadres took his life. The youngest child martyr of the July uprising was Abdul Ahad, just 4 years old. He was playing with his parents on their balcony when a bullet from the fascist Hasina security forces ended his life in an instant. Like Ahad, 10-year-old Shafkat Sami of Mirpur, 15-year-old Naima Sultana of Uttara, and 6-year-old Ria Gop of Naranganj were also shot dead at home. These children too stood against the injustices of fascist Hasina in the July Revolution. Though the fall of fascist Hasina restored life to a new Bangladesh, it could not bring life back to the 1,400 mothers who lost their children. Chief Election Commissioner A.M.M. Nasruddin has said that the law and order situation will further improve as the election draws closer. He stated that the Election Commission is prepared to tackle any challenges related to law and order during the polls. He made the remarks today after a discussion session with election officials of the Rangpur division. The CEC said the EC is working to uphold the Chief Advisor's pledge to the nation for a fair election. He added that various measures have already been taken to address the use of AI in election campaigns. The government will soon publish the Gazette of the Mosque Management Policy to free mosque committees from political influence. In the morning, Religious Affairs Advisor Dr. A.F.M. Khalid Hussain announced that at a national conference organized by the Shani Shabana National Khatib Foundation in the capital today. He said that in the Bangladesh of the future, mosque committees will be free from political influence. To this end, this policy has been prepared to put an end to authoritarian committees in the mosques. Dr. A.F.M. Khalid Hussain said that the government has allocated 190 crore taka for this renovation of Baitul Mukarram Mosque, but the beautification and repair work will be done while preserving its main structure. BNP Acting Chairman Tariq Rahman has called on everyone to come together to build a multi-party, happy and prosperous democratic Bangladesh that fulfills public expectations. He made this call today while addressing the National Council of the Doctors Association of Bangladesh (DAB) virtually. DAB President Ismail Jabiullah presided over the council, while BNP Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir was present as the special guest. He said everyone must move beyond the politics of hatred and enmity, and all must come forward to build a new Bangladesh. Tariq Rahman added that the foundations of democracy must be strengthened from the local to the national level and gradually made more robust. He stressed that it's not only the right to vote that must be ensured, but all rights of the people. In the election for the Central Executive Committee of the Doctors Association of Bangladesh, two separate panels are contesting, one led by Dr. A.K.M. Majidul Haq and the other led by Professor Dr. Harnoor Rashid. AB party has demanded that the upcoming parliamentary election be held based on the July Charter. AB Party Secretary General Barrister Fuad made this demand today at a press conference on implementation of the July Declaration and Charter and the national election held at the party's central office in the capital's Bijayanagar. Welcoming the government's decision to set an election date, he said that despite all government administrative structures being ineffective, a stable environment still prevails in the country due to Dr. Muhammad Yunus's prudence. Now, international news. Around 12,000 children aged under 5 in Gaza are suffering from acute malnutrition, and hunger-related deaths are rising, the Director General of the World Health Organization said on Thursday. In July, nearly 12,000 children under 5 years were identified as having acute malnutrition in Gaza, the highest monthly figure ever recorded, Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus said at his organization's headquarters in Geneva. At least 99 people have died, including 64 adults with 35 children, of whom 29 were younger than 5, from the start of this year to July 29. Between June and July, the number of admissions for malnutrition almost doubled, from 6,344 to 11,877, according to the latest UNICEF figures available. Some 2,500 of those children are suffering from severe malnutrition. Churches call for greater volumes of sustained aid via all possible routes. The WHO said it was supporting Gaza's 4 malnutrition centers, but that supplies of baby formula and nutritional foods were very low. US President Donald Trump said he would meet his Russian counterpart Vladimir Putin in 1 week in Alaska and suggested that an eventual deal between Moscow and Kyiv to end the war in Ukraine could involve swapping territory. The Kremlin later confirmed this summit, calling the location quite logical. Putin held consultations Friday with the leaders of China and India ahead of the summit with Trump, who has spent his first month in office trying to broker peace in Ukraine without making a breakthrough. The highly anticipated meeting between myself as President of the United States of America and President Vladimir Putin of Russia will take place next Friday, August 15, 2025, in the great state of Alaska, Trump said on his Truth Social site.